Good morning and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. You join us here in Darthaven Marina, where our Targa 50 GT has just been launched following underwater works, usual maintenance works for season, so anti-fouling, anodes, metalwork, etc. We are going to take this boat from here in the River Dart round to Torquay Marina and berth her back on our sails pontoon. So join me and Mark as we take you up out of the river, round to Torquay, and hopefully we should meet Tom at the other end. Keep watching. So I'm just going to start undoing the lines. Mark is at the helm. The boat is all fired up, ready to go. I'll just secure this line around the cleat here, and then we'll do the stern line. Mark, we're clear. So as Mark will now take us away from the hoist dock, I will go along the side decks, secure the mooring lines and all the fenders, ready for our arrival in Torquay. What I like about this boat is that the decks are actually very generous for its size. There's a lot of room, walk up and down, making tasks like this very easy. I'm going to simply put the fenders on deck because we will require these very shortly when we're around at Torquay, and it will save a lot of time rather than just undoing them. So Mark's put the navigation lights on as well because it is still a little bit dark. The sun is coming up. I believe it's due at 8 o'clock. We may see that when we get out at sea, but stay tuned. We're nearly there. Just get this final fender in. Oh, last two fenders, sorry. This one's been done up many times. A little bit overkill, really, but better be safe than sorry. And the final one on the rear cleat, and that is the boat. Already close the transom gate. All the fenders and lines are in, Mark. Good to go. So just talk us through that then, Mark. Obviously this boat's running IPS. You came out of the pontoon.
Yeah, so I used
did you use a joystick?
I did.
Of course you did. Did I have to ask?
Just to prove that it works.
It does work.
So, yeah,
I mean, to be fair, I've always used the analogy. You might like this. I mean, you got a washing machine at home, so you wouldn't wash your clothes in the sink, would you? You're always going to use it, you know.
Actually, I'm using a washing machine as well. I get my mum to do it.
I mean, I smell you. God. Yeah. So yeah, you might be able to see that in the distance there, or perhaps better on the drone. You got the two tug ferries that carry around.
Tow alongside.
Tow alongside. Oh, thank you there, Skipper corrected.
We usually don't run. Oh, I suppose it's rush hour, so I use both ferries. But
is it just the one running?
Usually just one
running the starboard side.
And I've obviously got two.
So,
because it's Christmas as well, and probably got a lot of people coming into Dartmouth.
For people that are not used to perhaps the River Dart, you know, in the summer, obviously, of course, this river's a lot busier. You know, as you can see now on the drone, usually there is boats all on these swinging moorings. The yacht club have got their pontoon out. They haven't today. What's the general rules of the road, Mark, with a ferry?
Keep out of the way. They tow alongside, so they're restricted in their ability to manoeuvre.
Yeah.
They show lights and red, white.
So they take priority, don't they?
To the shapes, and they take priority. So just keep out of the way. Don't play chicken with them because they're quicker than you think.
Yeah. I mean, Mark, we've done.
The other thing you have to watch for those, because of the tides in here, you think they're just going left to right, they're actually going sideways.
Yeah.
So you have to be a bit careful.
We've probably done this journey. Well, you've done it a lot more than I have, Mark. But I have to say, the scenery, and do you not seem to think you know it's a different house every time?
Yeah.
You know,
I love coming up and down.
It's stunning, isn't it?
I get tired of it.
So we're just coming round now to the mouth of the river. Looks like we've got a little
bit lively out there.
Yep. That's
not going to be sick.
It's not going to be good for me. That's not going to be a good one for me. I might have to wallow out. Do you want to? Do you mind dropping me off now, and I'll meet you in Torquay?
Enjoy this bit.
I'll meet you in Torquay. So. But no, I mean, this port itself.
A sector like that, it's quite a handy little thing. The Trinity House reinstated it about 10 years ago, just to show you, if you've never been in the river or at all, or you come in at night or in full visibility, you've got a sector line over there, it's red. It will go white.
I'm not sure the camera's going to quite pick that up. I might have to
pink house to line up with.
Let's see if I can get that out of the back. Wait there, Mark.
White.
That might be better. Yeah, you might just see that off the GoPro now. If not, we might have to. Might be when we get a bit closer. I'm not sure the GoPro's picking that quite up. But
gone wide ahead of us, so that means I'm in the centre of the river, and it will go green onto the right. So it's a good way to know where you are on the river if you've never been here before. Obviously, if you've come in the river, you would have used it. Going out, you should know where you are. But it's just a nice little thing to have.
I mean, this river in general, Mark, very historic, isn't it?
Oh yeah, got behind. You've got the Naval College behind us, which was built in 1805.
Very in the distance back there.
Yeah, so hopefully that will continue and can't be changed into flats. But
no, I think there is a
covenant.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
Francis Drake's land.
Yeah, so I think
so that'll just stay the same.
Otherwise, let's be honest, I think that'd have been flats a long time ago, wouldn't it?
Yeah, perfect location.
Yeah.
I mean, Kingsway is this side. This side it gets all the sunshine and it gets the view of Dartmouth, so it's actually quite a nice
spot to be, isn't it?
To be, but and from a point of view of getting contact back onto Torquay and up country, that's an easier side.
Yeah, it's almost a little bit easier to get to by car, but then obviously
there's a lot less sort of shopping there.
Yeah, everything's going on in Dartmouth, isn't it? But then, let's be honest, the ferry service, if you're lucky enough to have a boat down here and you've got a little tender, there's good facilities to park tender, isn't there?
The ferries run till sort of 5 to 11ish most days.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I think if you had a place down here, you have a little river, you can whiz back and forth anyway if you're on a lake one.
Definitely the right way.
So up on the top of the hill we can't see, there's an Iron Age fort. If you could visit, you can see the remains of it.
You can walk up there then and see it. Yeah.
Walk your dogs and stuff. And then down the bottom here, this is the site of the castle was built after that, so you had the Norman era, and that's just been developed over the years, the Napoleonic times, etc. It's still actually it's a church, a chapel there. It still does weddings. It's still actually.
And you can pay to go in the castle, can't you? And walk around. It's actually quite a nice walk if you get the ferry across from Kingsway. The ferry we've just gone past, and you can walk all the way down here.
But there's also a little passenger ferry that comes to some steps to sell the castle. So you can come down from.
And there is a little bit of history or old wives' tale, shall we say, just inside here. Is that right?
It's
or something to do.
There's a little cove just in here, just coming up. And there's a chapel in there. It's a fisherman's chapel. So the fishermen used to come in here and just have a little pray before they went out fishing. But it's actually collapsed. It's been a storm, and a lot of it's broken down. That's only happened a few years ago.
Okay.
In a minute.
So maybe maybe on the right state of seas, little kayak, you can get in there and have a look.
Yeah.
But not so much. Lovely little house up there on the left-hand side. Look. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame, but I suppose
to restore and keep these things is so expensive.
It is quite exposed.
Somebody to do it, it's hard.
Yeah.
But, lovely part of the world.
So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a swell on. It is rolling in. Not going to be great for me.
We've got that outgoing tide at the moment. And we've got a southwesterly or southerly wind.
So wind against tide.
So it just piles up at the entrance there, it's known for it. And it's even worse, more southerly it becomes, the worse it can be with spring tides. So a lot of you have to grit your teeth a bit. A lot of people come out here and immediately turn around.
Yeah.
And you've got to give it a chance. You've got to, as long as the boat can take it and you're happy to, give it a mile or so, and then it'll settle down into the normal flow of the swell. From whatever the wind direction is. But this entrance can get a bit lively for sure.
So I mentioned earlier about the sunrise. I think looking at that horizon line and all those clouds, we would have definitely missed that regardless.
It's there.
There's a better view of the castle there now on our starboard side, and the chapel that Mark was just mentioning earlier.
There's a little bit of history coming up for the World War II bus.
Go on Cloudbert, enlighten us.
You see a little thatched, looks like a barn, thatched barn building. It's actually a folly built in the Second World War to hide a little two-man sub, and that sub used to be dropped down underneath there. You can just see it down there.
Oh yeah, just here now.
It used to take across the subnet.
Don't know if you'll see that on the GoPro, but perhaps on the drone it might
turret and then a little barn. But if you at low tide you go in there, you can see the old hooks.
Oh really?
The sub used to be, and they used to pull it across and then hook it up on the other side of the river there. And basically the 7th Army, the US 7th Army, had all their landing craft and kit here. For the D-Day practice and landings, so it's to protect the shore.
Something I didn't know about.
Yeah, and if any German observer planes come over, they just assume it's a medieval building.
Never not got. Very, very interesting.
You can rent that castle out there.
That'd be a nice place to watch a storm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think with that we'll get the drone down. The boat's all nice and secure, and we'll open her up a little bit to get round to Torquay and meet Tom.
Over on our port side, we're just passing this South Cardinal mark, which takes us south of the Viewstone, and behind it on the cliffs, you might just see what looks like a chimney. It's actually a day mark for the entrance of getting into the River Dart. It's very hard to see from distance, and below that is the gunnery range, which naval swings around. Just to the left of the day mark, you can see a gunnery range from the war. That's now the part of the NCI, National Coast Watch Institute. It's a voluntary force all dotted around the country to help the Coast Guard monitor people at sea. Ahead of us now we've got another cardinal, go around that. That little island we can see is called East Blackstone. We're going to go between...
Lobster pot as well, got to look out for them.
Look out for lobster pots, go round the cardinal mark, then left of the little island and off to Berry Head, which is about 3 or 4 miles from here.
Question for you.
You have a question? Go on.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Who's older, you or Uncle Albert?
I don't know, I think it's like neck and neck, isn't it? I'm better looking though, obviously.
He's gone further and he's got more sea miles than you.
He's got a lot more sea miles than me, for sure.
Right, well let's get around. We should see Berry Head shortly.
Yeah, what are we doing now? 20 knots almost? Sort of nice little cruising.
Do you know, as we said when we came out, as you said, if we open her up a bit, it's obviously flattened a lot more. So we're currently cruising at just under 20 knots. Around about 37-38 meters of water beneath us, and you can see on the chart here all those points that Mark was just making. So with your cardinal markers here, I don't know if it will show you. There it is, there, isn't it, Mark? That's on the chart there. So yeah.
Oh, just as a point of interest, in here, Newfoundland Cove, if you're ever looking for somewhere to anchor and it's a bit lumpy or easterly or northeasterly, that's one of the very few places in this area where you can get a good anchoring spot, which is very calm.
So just to zoom out on the chart here we are. This is us in the boat. We're going to go all the way to Berry Head. It's not too far. See that in the distance. And then once we are around Berry Head, we are going to come into here, into Torquay, and head over right in the corner to Torquay Marina. And we are actually, if I zoom right in, this is our pontoon here. We are going to berth just here, starboard side too. So stay tuned.
You enjoy it up there?
Yeah, I'm born seaman, and I fine. It's flattened out a bit now. I'm not going to be sick. That's a nice bay behind. Huh? Yeah, it's that way. That way's Channel Islands. Channel Islands. Yeah. At least one of us knows where we're going. Who's the skipper on board here? I think I've fixed the problem. So that means I'm the skipper, the sales broker, the engineer, all in one.
Mate, you're like a pocket knife, right?
Jack of all trades, master of none. Right, I'm coming back in, it's freezing out here. So this is Berry Head on our port side. You might actually see that better on the chart. Yeah, just there. So we are coming round now into Torquay on our, just here with my fingers pointing, that is Brixton Marina. And we're still running it around. Well, Mark's dropped it back a bit to 17 knots. As you can see, all the oil pressures, everything here on your gauges, everything's running nice and smoothly. What I thought that I fixed the anchor locker, I didn't. The catch is sliding, so I need to get a little tool on that when we get back and get that sorted. So, how is that for your eye vision, Mark? Is that helping you line up?
Chameleon.
A kayaker, he's out far, isn't he?
Yeah, he was a bit nervous of me coming around, that's why I throttled off a bit.
So interestingly, here is very, very common for us to get dolphins, but it doesn't look like they're going to come out to play today. Unless, I mean, come on, dolphin whisperer, come on.
I've lost my powers.
Look how flat the bay is.
It's nice, isn't it?
Very nice, very nice.
So this is all quarried out by Napoleonic prisoners.
Oh yeah.
During the Napoleonic War, obviously, and they built the fort. They used the stone to build the fort above it. And there was actually a working quarry up to the 60s. Ships used to come in here and pick up aggregate. Ships used to come in.
Very nice.
But that's just a good fishing spot.
What a difference coming out of Dartmouth in terms of the water to how flat the bay is now.
Oh,
You know,
there's
there's
the dolphin.
Oh, there's dolphin on the starboard side. Oh yeah, I can see him in the distance. How do you think dolphins sleep?
That's a good question.
Come
How
on.
do you think dolphins
I
sleep?
don't know, that's what I'm asking you, the experienced skipper.
Well, I'm not the aquatic man. You think I am?
Maybe that's the answer for the next video. That's what people want to know.
Yeah.
How do dolphins sleep? Well, someone might be able to tell us in the comments.
Answers
Let's be honest.
answers below.
Someone might be able to tell it, yeah, in the comments. Think about it. Right.
I've seen actually. To be fair, I've actually seen dolphins sleep.
Have you?
Go through the Gibraltar Straits once. Probably about 150 dolphins on the surface, dead still. They were
Yeah, but I've
sleeping.
just asked you how they sleep. You said you don't know. And
Well,
now
this is
you're
going back into my memories.
making this up. It's just-
And I'm old, so I just had to pull out the files.
people know my struggles with working with you now, don't they?
Yeah, I struggle
Mark,
working with myself.
Mark, we're meant to be in Nos. Why are you in Brixham?
Getting old, it's a shame, isn't it, really?
It happens to us all, mate. Happens to us all.
We're lucky at
So
that,
there you go.
yeah.
There's wise words from me.
Wise words.
Wise words on a Friday.
One of the few.
Yeah, one of the few. So I can see Torquay in the distance. You can see the we'll call it a block of apartments, not flats, shall we? Block of apartments. You got to the right of Torquay is Meadfoot, and I actually think that is actually one of the really, although it's a rocky sort of bay, shall we say, it's a very nice spot of Torquay, isn't it? I
Yeah,
think
I
Meadfoot is
wanna
lovely. What's the hotel called?
Osborne.
Oh, that's a nice spot, isn't it, as well?
Osborne
Really nice
Hotel.
hotel. Really, really good.
It's a nice protected bay, and you've got a couple of aerials at the top there, and TV mast there, but Malden, a good point of navigation when you're coming across the Line Bay to pick up where Torquay is.
It's a point to mention. I mean, at the right tide, you also you see the red rock in the distance here.
Yeah.
So that is Random Head, and then round you've got Paynton Harbour, and it's come on a long way. I mean, we've got in the summer we went in there. We went to Stillhouse, didn't we?
That's right. Yeah.
Nice little spot there for a gin or a coffee, depending on what time of day it is. And they have got a visitors pontoon. Obviously, the harbour does dry out, so you do have to pick your moments when you go in there. But yeah, certainly recommend it if you fancy something a little bit different. And then right, literally parallel now to our port side is Elbury Cove, or maybe Fishcombe. Maybe I'm a little bit ahead of myself here. Elbury is there, yeah. Fishcombe's there. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, keep watching. We will shortly be back in Torquay. The drone will be in the air. We will find out if Tom is still in bed or out of bed, and if he's going to join us on the pontoons. What's your bets, Mark? If you have to put money on it, is he in or out?
He's out.
Is he out of bed?
He's out. Got too much going on.
Right. See you shortly. So we have actually come into Torquay now, and we are just off of Livermead, which is quite a nice little anchorage, to be fair. Oh, there's Tor Abbey to, well, our starboard.
They
but
use this
on
as
the-
a ski lane in the summer, don't they?
So it's not quite a nice anchorage then, 'cause that'd be quite disturbing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So scrap what I've just said. Maybe Mark is the skipper. So to the port side of the camera, but our starboard side is also Tor Abbey. Tor Abbey is a nice little spot. You get quite a few boats there. However, you do have to be careful, don't you, Mark?
Yeah, there's a plate or a plateau of rock.
Plateau Rock. Is it a mini
Just
reef?
off Tor.
Is it a reef? Would you count it as a reef?
Well, you like to call it a reef. don't
Yeah,
you?
it is a reef, yeah. Oh,
But yeah, just don't hit it, basically.
don't hit it, no. That wouldn't
Either
be
way,
good.
whatever you call
That
it.
would be good. It's probably worth noticing, if you haven't mentioned already, but the sun has joined us, which
Yeah,
makes for a lovely. It makes it all worth it actually getting up at the crack of dawn this morning, wasn't it, Mark? So
Yeah, you were still in bed when I came round to yours, if I remember.
I was, but I'm here. I'm here. That's all that matters. Didn't let you down.
Good.
Fixed the anchor hatch. So there we go. So right on our bow now.
Another piece of useless information.
Go on then.
Like Rome, Torquay is built on 7 hills.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
So does that mean as you're driving to Torquay, it says twin with Rome?
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Should be.
There's
Shouldn't
a
it?
slight difference between the two, though, I would suggest.
Yeah, Torquay obviously is a lot nicer.
It's a Riviera.
Need I say any more? So the mouth of the marina is right on our bow now, so evidently Mark has slowed down, and we're going to make a nice trundle in as we get closer to the marina, I will prepare the lines and fenders, and hopefully, if Tom is awake, he will join us on the pontoon.
Is the bet still on?
Bet is still on. The bet is still on.
Let's see.
Whoever wins.
He's got 4 kids to get out of bed as well. That's the problem.
Whoever wins is doesn't
pay for breakfast.
Doesn't have to pay for breakfast if you win. And obviously, this marina as well can be. Yeah, it is December, so clearly there's not a lot of traffic at the moment. But during the height of the season, there's a lot of boats coming out and in.
Oh yeah, it's busy.
Ferries,
really busy.
Sailing school as well, and
the disability school and
yeah, that's pretty cool what they do there, isn't it?
They're really busy.
Really
I
good.
see them out
Really
all
good.
the time, all year round. Yeah, do a great job. So
We got Raptor as well, haven't we? High speed rib, which is very busy. I can't work out if that is dolphins going across or is it just my eye line.
it's your eye line, mate. Because it's awake from this boat from earlier. It takes ages to come across.
I'm not so sure.
It is. I'm telling you.
Not so
That's
sure.
our wake.
Not so sure. All right, that's fine. So what's the speed limit coming into the marina? What have we got to do?
5 knots.
5 knots.
Well, in the summer they put a green and red marker out here, and it's 5 knots from there. But obviously, common sense tells you to slow down a bit earlier, just in case there is traffic coming out.
Watch out for the fishing lines.
Fishing lines, people fishing on the wall there.
Yeah.
Ferries coming around the corner. Always look out for mast to see if anything's coming around, because once you get in there, it tightens up.
Yeah, and it's worth noting as well. I don't know if you've noticed, but I mean the visitor pontoon's great. It's huge. There's lots of space for boats to come and visit Torquay. So don't be alarmed. You know, I would always advise calling the marina and pre-booking.
There's plenty of space.
However, for those that are used to it, as we come round the mouth or the entrance now, should we say, it's quite it's closed the gap up, hasn't it?
Yeah, if you turn into port, round this wall ahead of us and turn to port, the gap now is really reduced because of the new visiting pontoons.
So you've got to be-
anything coming out, you're head to head really. So
It's worth mentioning, you know, now, like you say, it's not too bad.
well, I'll tell you what
We're
I
not
do.
at high tide, but yeah.
I'll stick a bit to the right, but I won't curve as early as I used to before the visiting pontoon was put in, which you will see
But
there.
yeah, you see it right here now.
But you can imagine another boat of this size coming out of this gap. And
Well,
you're
not that.
turning into
It's
it.
more to mention as well. In low water,
Yeah,
that's when it's
there's
more
a seal
potential.
there. Look.
Oh yeah, there's a seal. on the
Not an
pontoon.
otter this time.
Not an
a
otter,
seal.
seal. So we didn't get, and it's got its mate there in the water as well. Look, one on the pontoon. He's going to go join him. So we didn't get dolphins. We didn't get an otter. We got seals. Right. On that note, I better go and do your lines, and I skipper.
Thank you very much.
No problem. So I'm putting the fenders out ready. I'm going to put the bow line on.
On the bet though, because I can't see Tom on the pontoon.
Oh, I don't know. He might be there. He might be there. Mark, if you can take anything away from 2025, what would it be?
Everything away from 2025.
Yep.
Never get used to cruisery ever again.
Wrong. The answer I was looking for was tide your friend, Mark. Tide your friend. So I did sort this line out earlier to make my life easier, but looks like I haven't, or maybe I have. So what I'm going to do, have the bow line on, and I'm going to loop it around this midships cleat without putting the rope in the water, which I've just rescued. Well, Mark, as acting skipper, you decide how you'd like to bring this boat along. It is an act. I'm glad you've realised. But just give me a couple of minutes, Mark, because I haven't got the stern line on or the fenders. Won't take me long. Ready when you are, Mark. So using the joystick now? So Mark's engaged the joystick. That's an XO. XO. That is actually for Selbus, very cool boat. If you haven't seen it, check out the video. Yeah, Tom did that one. He was quite impressed. Very stealth looking. Twin engines, she goes along nice. So yeah, we're coming in Selbus. Miles at the moment, miles. Closer to Dartmouth than we are the pontoon. So nice and gently, Mark's just bringing her in, engaging the engines, slowly but surely, and it will make for a lovely coming alongside, and I will be able to step off with ease. And we'll always secure the stern line first, and then I'll be able to pick up the bow line, and then once we're alongside, we will spring her, put the shore power in, and wrap her up and put her to bed. Half a metre mark. I'm on the pontoon. Stern line's on. So yeah, I've obviously rigged that so I can grab that nice and easily and tie her off. I'll bring her back to this cleat. Spring the boat. All good, Mark? Switch her off. Yeah. So that's the line secured, Mark. So I'm just going to secure the stern line, and then I think with that we'll get the drone down. So as you can see, all calm, collective, makes it all nice and easy. No dramas. Just going to move this fender so I can spring this line, and then I'll put the fender back once the line's gone around the cleat. So back alongside, boat's all tied up, shore power's on. We put the lights on so you can see all the nice little courtesy lights. But no, we hope you enjoyed that. Little bit different, bit of history from Mark or Uncle Albert, depending on what you want to call him.
That's from now on, that's Uncle Albert, isn't it?
Uncle Albert.
Going to 2026 as Uncle Albert.
No, it's good, and it gives you guys a bit of insight. You know, we do that trip many of times, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, certainly you do,
yeah,
for sure. But it's always interesting. Fortunately, we didn't get dolphins. You do get dolphins. We can't end this video without our usual sales plug. I know it's a little bit different, but if you are interested, this boat is available. It is on our website, full details. It is our used stock, so it does come with a little bit more than the usual brokerage boat, so there's a bit of warranty with it. So contact us if you want some information, as well as the XO behind this boat now. So she's in Torquay, get in touch. Anything you want to finish on, Mark?
Yeah, I'm hungry, I want to go to breakfast, please.
Let's go to breakfast. Well, oh, and you would have noticed Tom didn't make it, so
it's on you.
On me or on Tom?
Oh, Tom,
or on
same
Tom.
thing.
See you on the next video. Cheers, guys.